Hi everyone, in this video I am going to explain different kinds of boundary condition for the fluid flow. There are many kinds of boundary condition. In that mainly three divisions are there. So I am going to explain those three kinds of boundary condition. So very first boundary condition is inlet boundary condition. Inlet boundary condition. So what is inlet boundary condition? If the distribution of the flow variables is specified at inlet boundary like velocity, temperature, etc., then those type of boundary conditions are known as inlet boundary condition. Suppose if we consider a fluid flow, at this point if the fluid flow if the fluid start to flow, if we define the velocity at this place, then it is known as inlet boundary condition. So in inlet boundary condition, the distribution of all the flow variables need to specify at inlet boundary. So this type of boundary condition are commonly specified as inlet flow velocity because I have defined velocity at this place. Second boundary condition. Second boundary condition, already we have defined inlet. So obviously second boundary condition is outlet boundary condition. So obviously if we consider a fluid flow, it will be having inlet and it will be having outlet. So at outlet point, if we define fluid variables, then it is known as outlet boundary condition. So at the outlet point, I have defined velocity. Such type of boundary condition, we call it as outlet boundary condition. So in outlet boundary condition, the distribution of all the flow variables need to specify at outlet boundary mainly on flow velocity. This type of boundary conditions are common and specified at outlet flow velocity. So whenever we consider a fluid flow, it will be having inlet and it will be having outlet. If we define flow characteristic at inlet, it is known as inlet boundary condition. If we define at outlet, then it is known as outlet boundary condition. So third main type is wall boundary condition. So this kind of boundary condition we commonly come across in many fluid flow problems. So that is wall boundary condition. This is also known as no slip boundary condition. Wall boundary condition or no slip boundary condition, and it is appropriate for velocity component. Here the normal velocity component is 0 and by tangential velocity component of the wall is the velocity of the wall. V normal is 0, V tangential is velocity of the wall. So what is no slip boundary condition? The velocity immediately after the solid surface is 0. So if this is the fluid flow, so this is our wall. The velocity immediately after the solid surface, this is our solid surface. The velocity immediately after the solid surface is 0. This is no slip boundary condition. Also, if the velocity of the fluid and the boundary are same, it is referred as slip boundary condition. If the velocity of the fluid at the boundary is same, it is known as slip boundary condition. So there are three main types of boundary condition. One is inlet boundary condition. If we define the flow velocity at the inlet, it is known as inlet boundary condition. If we define the flow variables at the outlet of the flow, then it is known as outlet boundary condition. Last one is wall boundary condition. This is also known as no slip condition. In wall boundary condition, velocity normal to the flow is 0. Velocity tangential to the flow is same as velocity of the wall. Now I am going to explain boundary conditions for velocity particularly. So the boundary conditions for velocity depends on the type or nature of the boundary. Your boundary may be rigid in the sense which is not flexible, rigid, smooth, or it will be free. So there are different nature of the boundary. The boundary may be rigid, smooth, or free. Depending on the nature of the boundary, our boundary condition for velocity also varies. If the surface is smooth, the velocity of the fluid and the boundary are same. So if this surface is smooth, the velocity of the fluid and the boundary are same. It is known as slip boundary condition. And if the surface is rough, then the velocity immediately after the solid surface is 0. This is known as no slip boundary condition, which I have explained already. So for example, consider a fluid flow between two stationary parallel plates. I am considering a fluid flow between two stationary parallel plates. It means these plates are fixed or it is at rest, it is not moving. In this case, the fluid flow taken place between the channel. So consider some axis x, z, y. Since these parallel plates are at rest, q means velocity is 0 at say z equal to h, z equal to minus h. At z equal to minus h, velocity is 0. Here also velocity is 0. This is one of the example. Suppose when both the parallel plates are stationary, q is 0 at this boundary, q is 0 at this boundary. Suppose if this plate is moving, then the boundary condition changes to q is equal to some velocity u at this place, and if it is stationary, then q is 0 at this place. This is another example. Suppose both the parallel plates are moving, then u equal to 0, q is equal to u at z equal to minus h, and q is equal to some other velocity v at z equal to h. So these are the example for boundary conditions for velocity. Now we are going to study what is Newman and Dirichlet's boundary condition. So now we are going to study what is Newman and Dirichlet's boundary condition. So first I like to explain what is Dirichlet's boundary condition. So using Dirichlet boundary condition, one describes the value of velocity variable at the boundary. So if we take u as constant at the boundary, such type of boundary condition we call it as Dirichlet's boundary condition. Whatever example we have seen before, comes under Dirichlet's boundary condition. So, if we define fluid velocity as constant at the boundary, such type of boundary condition we call it as Dirichlet's boundary condition. Whereas in Newman boundary condition, the gradient of velocity variable at the boundary is defined. So what is the gradient? Dou u by dou x or dou y, depending on the axis whichever we are taken. So here I am taking dou u by dou y equal to constant at the boundary. So if we consider velocity is constant at the boundary, then it is known as Dirichlet's boundary condition. If the gradient of velocity variable is constant, then it is known as Newman's boundary condition. And we are having mixed boundary condition also in few cases. It is of the form A is constant plus B into dou u by dou x or dou y is constant. This is applicable to certain kinds of fluid flow problems. So already now we completed the different types of boundary conditions for velocity.